Yeah, it's not a change really. It's always been something that you've not been meaning to do on Twitch. It's just there has been a wave recently of people being struck by the DMCA's pertaining to playing music on their streams, which I can fully understand, I can fully sympathize why companies are doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I could understand if, bear with us, I'm setting this up, if the stream itself was literally just like a radio channel. Yeah? It was literally just like, oh no, I'm only going to play music. That's a clear breach of the MCA. Because you are profiteering from copyright music. OBS, can you please recognize that I have a game open? There we go. It is a clear breach of DMCA, and that is fully understandable. Some of the DMCAs that have come in, apparently, again, I don't know any of this. This is literally, I've just seen a few things pop up on Twitter. There's a streamer, Little Sia, who is a Just Dance streamer. Just Dance is a game. The game has copyright music in it. She recently has done so much for fucking charity by playing that game, and she's had a DMCA strike. So it seems that it's not just people playing music, it's music within games. Which is a very worrying thought for this as a platform. With a way to put it. Because I've had copyright strikes on YouTube. Of stuff like Final Fantasy VII music, of cutscenes in Konami games, of the small soundboard clip of Careless Whisper that I have. If companies are now going to start coming at music within games, Twitch can't survive. It can't. It sets the precedent as well that, granted, for games like this, maybe, but people playing GTA, any game that has some form of copyright music in it, which is all video games, don't forget that a score or soundtrack to a game is copywritten by its composers, it's copywritten by the company that published the game, all that. If them companies start coming for us, Twitch can't survive. You won't be able to stream on Twitch. The only thing you'd be able to do is IRL. And then it's just a blogging... I don't know. It's understandable, but it's also terrifying at the same time. And the fact that there's no way on the platform to check how many DMCA strikes you already have. As far as I know, they're just notifying you through email, and I can speak as one person, probably the same as many. I have, obviously, my email address set up to my phone. I missed emails from Twitch I miss emails from Twitch all the time. Like recently they changed for people who who stream from the UK, instead of having your revenue come in through dollars, then when that goes into a system that auto calculates it and sometimes might get it wrong, blah blah blah. They've now added in that you can basically say, no, I want to be paid in my currency. When you send it to my account, pre-calculate everything and then send it to me in my currency. Therefore, if it's a bigger amount, I don't have to wait for it to be exchanged, all this manner of stuff. I missed that email. So, am I potentially going to miss DMCA strikes? As far as I know, there's no notification on Twitch that tells you a DMCA strike or anything has gone through. Right, so... have to dock now. Fuck's sake.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need
Thanks.
ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yeah, like you said,
Yes,
people playing
Commander.
rhythm games, people playing Guitar Hero, all that's copyright music. Now, I don't want to... This is purely me. This isn't me making a comment on
Planet to try and make money.
companies as a whole. To me, it seems like it's pop music that's being DMCA'd. Predominantly pop music. So maybe Guitar Hero will get away with it because that's predominantly rock music. But I don't know. A lot of people are trying to get around it by saying fair use policy, but it's even stuff like people have had DMCA strikes because of sub notifications. Because there's a small soundbite that gets played that's copywritten, they can immediately go, nope, we're taking you down. Which is just ridiculous. And I also forgot, I'm not going to Earth at the minute. I have to do the Elusive Man base. I forgot. Nightbot has either been forced into compliance or implemented an emergency fix. So, I don't use anything like Nightbot. But this is where it all gets a little bit blurry.
The intel you sent looks good. The fleets are ready to go.
But
Once
Streamlabs can still do it.
Cerberus, it won't be long before the Reapers take notice.
and the Crucible?
Song request is still on. Through YouTube.
Ready, except for the catalyst. But there's no way to hide the ships we'll be sending at Cerberus.
Now, luckily, I don't play copyright... Well,
The Crucible won't stay safe
I don't
for
intentionally play copyright music all that often. I do it every so often as like a small segment of just, oh no, this is a cool song, and then leave it, and then intro, outro, which, as far as I know, the song specifically I use for my outro shouldn't be claimed. Shouldn't. It could always be claimed.
What happens if Cerberus doesn't have the intel we need? Or they stop us from getting it?
Then we lead the fleets to Earth and we take our chances. But your intel points to Cerberus and the Elusive Man holding the information we're looking for. And we have the element of surprise. Cerberus won't know what hit him.
And it's a sad thing, like dodging it all by disabling VODs.
The Reapers and Cerberus started this.
I don't know.
Now we're gonna end it.
It's such a
I'll get
weird
fleets
time at the minute.
mobilized.
I like having my VODs, purely because people who can't make the stream can rewatch the VODs. And in the VODs, it gets muted so it can't be replayed again.
Excellent timing. Good to have you here.
The thing that changes it is as soon as you clip it, the clip... Oh, these are all the voices of the people who've died. I'll just wait here a sec. So, the mods get muted with copyright music.
Count me in.
Done. Like, so it can't be replayed. That's one thing that Twitch implemented early. One of the things that's actually catching a lot of people out is clips. If you clip something with copyright music in it, it doesn't mute. It stays whole, and then that links to your channel that then shows a DMCA breach has happened. It's clipping that has destroyed the system. Because there was a reason why they had the muted VOD system. It was to protect Twitch, and then when they implemented clipping, which is fantastic, it kind of broke what they already had in place. Well, this just got a bit saucy.
Shepard, we've arrived. The crew is waiting.
Yeah, I see what you mean, like, trying to say that obviously smaller streamers, it doesn't impact as much. A copyright breach is still a copyright breach, whether you're playing it to 2 or 10,000 people.
The strike team is in. We've got our foothold. Fifth Fleet, all forward. I don't want a single Cerberus ship in my sky when we're through.
Shepard, I should accompany you on this mission.
Why?
This is the central point of operations for Cerberus. They will have enhanced security measures. With my knowledge of Cerberus algorithms and this body's updated protocols, I offer the best chance to help you succeed.
Grab your gear.
I mean, from what you've just said, Twitch will then argue why you're using copyright-free music, which, fully sympathize, why don't you use copyright-free music? Not every, like, I've had a look. I did this today. I did it earlier on today. I had a look at the copyright-free safe music for Twitch, basically. Yeah, company, artists that have flagged Twitch as an okay place for the media to be played. It's not, it's predominantly EDM. Now, I like all sorts of music. I like EDM. But what about the people who like metal? What about the people who like country music? What about the people who like lo-fi hip-hop? All this stuff. Copyright-free music, while in theory is fantastic, it's not diverse enough at all. It's such a... I wouldn't exactly say grey area, because it's not. It's black or white. It is literally copyright or not copyright. If you play copywritten music, you are liable. If you don't play copyright music, you're not liable.
We've got a foothold.
It's as simple as it is.
A lot of fighters guarding the launch base.
Can you get us in?
Hey, I got us to Ilos. I can do
There's
this.
so much realm
Might
in
be a bumpy
between.
ride, though.
Do what you can.
And people,
Shepard,
like I
I am
said, trying to
ready.
navigate the free usage.
What? Are you crazy? You can't go to Cerberus headquarters. They could have a virus or a kill switch or...
I will be fine, Jeff.
Head to the shuttle, Edie.
Fifth Fleet's cut through their line. They're regrouping. Now's as good a time as any.
Focus, Joker.
Just get us in there safely. I'll take care of your girlfriend.
Well, that wasn't ominous. Thanks. Sometimes... Damn it.
Yeah, it's not a grey
The fleet
area at
needs your
all.
help. The Cerberus ships have some upgrades that outclass Alliance specs. The
I'm Commander Seo, and this is a lie. Hi, Seo. How you doing?
And Shepard, tell Edie to kick some ass.
You've joined in the lovely debate of the shit that's going through Twitch at the minute, the whole DMCA strikes that are happening. Weird mix of emotions. Have you had the phone call yet? Incoming! Whoomp. It's fine, don't worry about them. Oh, yeah. It's when they want to take down our channels while when doing it live. It's actually what they're doing. But like I said, it seems predominantly it's been pop music. Okay, lag. It's predominantly pop music that's being singled out as the copyright infringements. Whoa, wait. PC. PC.
They're bringing in mech support.
The reason why clips are so prevalent in it, and it's what I was saying before, it's because whenever you play music and it goes into a VOD, the VOD gets muted. If they were to clip that copyright music, the clip doesn't get muted. So the clips are the easiest ways for companies to shut down channels. Boom. No. There we go. Well, they actually technically can. The warnings of the DMCA strikes now. 3 strikes and you're done. Twitch hold the right to shut down your channel whenever they want.
Cerberus intends to vent the hangar bay.
It's part of the contract that we sign.
I need an active console. Try the upper level.
It's a very strange thing, but if Twitch was getting too much heat from a specific company while it's happening live, they have the right to shut it down, because the company may turn around and go, well, if you don't shut it down now, I'm going to sue you. And then what's Twitch going to do? Lose shitloads of money protecting a content creator, or shut it down to keep the entire system safe.
Go. Hangar vent procedure.
Obviously, Twitch can come in and say, no, you need to stop this.
No.
But what if you're in a channel that's 10,000 people strong and the chat's moving too quick? You don't see the warning. It's such a
Shepard,
not exactly a strange thing that's happening, but
reinforcements are inbound.
there's so many factors in it now. Cerberus, do you mind? I'm drinking coffee. I'm trying to drink me brew, guys. Thank you. The email warning, yeah. So it's, they give you notification the first 2 times that you do it, and then on the 3rd time, you just get took down. Simple as that. So you do have leeway to protect yourself, but at the same time, for smaller channels like us, it's easy enough to sift through clips that could have copyright music. Bigger channels, it's almost a fucking impossible task. You don't have any copyright strikes on your YouTube videos. I have multiple advisories of where they say I can't make money off of them.
Overriding safeties.
But I have had 1 copyright strike.
Let's get down there.
I genuinely had 1 copyright strike, and it was the great video game company Konami. Kind of another reason I was a little hesitant playing the Metal Gear Solid games. It was during Metal Gear Rising that they did it. There's an option to stop clips. Yep, there's a way to literally just stop clips from happening. But then again, clips are a very useful tool. It's weird.
The central lab was located behind this hangar. I suggest we follow the fighter's path.
Noted.
But no, I've had Konami literally send me an email through my YouTube channel telling me to remove a video.
Intruder alert. All personnel prepare for security lockdown. Hostile forces have breached the perimeter. All units respond. Research personnel. Lock all terminals and destroy all data below classification level Epsilon.
0 strikes, you mute any dispute and reject content. Dispute all flags, most of them accepted for the dispute to be dropped and monetization allowed. Don't be afraid to dispute it. Yep. When you dispute, they reject you. Yeah. I don't make money from YouTube anyway, so I just don't care. Like, I honestly don't care. It is literally just a backup. All it's meant to be. Because unless I highlight everything on Twitch, which to be honest, I highlight everything, pretty much everything on Twitch anyway. it doesn't get saved. There's like a 60-day grace period for affiliates. But no, Konami
Edie,
just
can you
fucking
get past
shafted me.
One moment. Cerberus has updated
Sadly,
their
streaming
encryption.
games is
There may be a slight
quasi-legal
delay
to begin
as I
with.
bypass security.
Exactly. We've actually been given no legal rights to do this. It's just game companies see it as advertising and marketing now.
How's Cerberus
There's a
reacting to
potential a
us
game
breaching the
company could
door?
turn around and say, no, we
They
don't
are
want you
sealing
playing our
off
game.
As much of the base as they can.
Atlas.
Most obvious routes to the central lab are blocked. Other
Atlas
areas
did it.
are being fortified. Heavy troopers will attempt to delay us while engineers set up turrets.
Any more surprises like venting the hangar?
No, I am aware of this facility's safeguards and can counteract them. Cerberus can merely slow us down.
Finish with the door.
Let me know when you're through.
I am through.
You can never be
We
sure
must
doing
proceed
it
through a sublevel
this way
to
is
avoid
safe to
Cerberus
give yourself a
containment
small head
measures.
start. Yeah.
Where do you think we'll find the Prothean VI?
A
Never
central
say
lab
never.
is part of this facility. It is the most secure area. Following the destruction left by the fighter will offer the most direct route.
But yeah, they make money off of it. And like I said, it's free advertising. The Atlas, what I mentioned, was when Persona 5 first released. They told people not to stream past a certain point in the game because they didn't want the ending spoiled for people who were going to play it. And originally they were going to DMCA everyone who went past the restriction. I know multiple streamers that went past the restriction and they didn't have a leg to stand on to DMCA. So the only thing is, technically, instead of it being a DMCA breach, it was a breach of NDA, which is non-disclosure agreement. Because apparently the streamers were meant to confirm with Atlas about streaming past that point, which NDA is a whole other minefield.
We will be through
Company bring up
momentarily.
with you solid, no, directly drop the video and post a video shit-talking them. There's no music, copyright, or NDA.
What am I looking at?
Exactly.
When the Collectors destroyed the original Normandy, Cerberus recovered your body. Project Lazarus was the code name for the process by which you were reconstructed to fight the Reapers.
First entry.
It can't be done. It's not a matter of resources.
It's always a matter of resources. We're not losing Shepard.
Sir, Shepard is clinically brain dead. After that much trauma, that long with no oxygen, we cannot overcome nature.
Operative Lawson disagrees. She is now in charge of Project Lazarus.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
I saw what was left of you. I thought you knew. Are you all right?
It was just science.
No different than any other time I've been knocked out. Just took them a little longer to slap me back into fighting shape. I'm still me. And this, it doesn't change anything.
No, whatever brought you back, you're here now.
Second entry.
Tissue regeneration is proceeding. The helmet kept the brain intact for whatever good that will do.
Lawson will find a way.
Sir, Shepard's an Alliance soldier. As far as she knows, we're a terrorist organization.
Yeah, I know what you mean,
I'm
Sayo.
not looking for a dance partner. We need Shepard, and Shepard needs resources. She'll work with us.
He was an excellent judge of character.
Had to be
The
done.
Alliance wasn't listening. What the hell was I supposed to do, sit and wait?
You did what was necessary, and now you'll take him down.
Third entry.
Project Lazarus is reporting neurological activity. They're requesting more funding.
Granted. Get me our potential recruits file.
It's all good, Sayo. I don't mind it.
Soon. We need a crew.
I'm just trying not to talk over this sort of stuff.
No. We need sympathetic faces. I need Shepard invested. Tap Kelly Chambers and recruit Donnelly. I imagine Miss Daniels will follow. We'll want some old friends as well. Contact Dr. Chakwas and send me the psych profile on Shepard's pilot, along with a bottle of 47 Thessia Red.
He populated the Normandy with friendly faces, so you never saw Cerberus for what it was.
People ignore unpleasant topics all the time, sadly.
How's that door,
Yeah.
lady?
We are clear to proceed.
I'm more than happy to talk about some stuff. Obviously, there are other stuff that I won't talk about on stream, but stuff that can directly impact Twitch as a whole, stuff like the DMCA striking.
We'll find what we need.
It's something and nothing.
All personnel. Hull integrity may be compromised.
No, you don't.
Found the turret. There's the shield pylon.
And the shield pylon's down. Oh, there's another turret. Nope. Oh, there's another turret. Eh. Thank you, ED. Being a music creator, it tilts you to no end because you don't even make money from that shit. Yep, it's not the band typically that makes the copyright strike either. It is the overarching company, their record label or whatever, that actually make the strike disputes, because they're the ones not making money. Why people like Dave Grohl have spoken out about it. Still amazed that anyone plays Blizzard games. How come? I probably know the topic, but my memory's a little bit shitty at the minute. The whole Hearthstone shitstorm. Oh, the broadcaster that got fired.
Console nearby is still functional.
Was it that stuff that happened during the classic window launch? Or launch window?
Here's what we recovered. Smart enough to signal for help, but it won't be talking philosophy anytime soon. You'd be surprised, Doctor. Once we combine it with the pieces we recovered from the Citadel... I'm still concerned about that. This rogue VI wiped out every soldier on Luna. Combining it with Reaper tag...
If it was...
Well, that's what the shackles are for. The enhanced defense intelligence will be completely under control.
Right, I'll leave that. You were playing WoW when it happened. You got so much shit the next day pointing out it had to be... You had to stop because it got too much. Yeah, so... there's two separate things to do with this. So... What the commentator said, and the way that the commentator went about it, I advocate his message. I agree with his message. The reason why he got fired is because it was written within his legal contract that he signed with Blizzard, and every company with Blizzard, saying that he would not use that platform for political or religious views, or what was it? It wasn't because of the religious views, it was trying to use it as a publicizing method to tackle topics that were going on in the current world. It's something that's written in their contract that they're not meant to do because they it could be what the fuck am I? It could be perceived as this is what the company stance is, not the individual stance is. And that is a minefield for a company to navigate.
You were that rogue
So they
VI
had to
on Luna?
terminate his contract because he breached his
I
contract.
heard about the Luna incident.
It'd be the same as someone in retail screaming and punching a customer. It's breach of contract.
I am pleased that my relationship with organics has
Someone
become more
in
cooperative.
retail being overly racist towards someone, breach of contract. Someone in retail pushing their religious views on customers, breach of contract. They have to get fired. It's not the fact that the stance he was taking they were diametrically opposed to. It's the fact that he broke contract, the same as breaking NDA, the same as breaking a DMCA. When this contract gets broken, action can be taken. So while it was a massive shitstorm, the company did what the company did. and later tried to correct
Can
it.
be very persuasive. If it were to turn a crewman, convince them to disable the shackles, well...
It's a cyber warfare suite, Doctor. Nothing more.
Like, I imagine the same thing would happen if... Put it into, like, a... I hate saying real world context, but something that has more public viewing. Imagine if, like, a football or rugby or golf commentator said the exact same thing. More of an audience. They'd still get fired because of it.
Shows what he knew.
It is unlikely that anyone without Jeff's extreme emotional attachment to his
Yeah,
ship...
we can't say much more than hello, yes sir.
I don't know.
The customers,
Like
you
that
have to be
voice.
compliant. I once skirted around it by telling a customer to fuck off to her face and got a slap on the wrist. Rightfully, I should have been fired at that moment.
What about the backups?
I'm sorry, sir. None of Normandy's surveillance feeds have been responding since Shepard went rogue.
I want it back. Retry the remote lockdown protocols.
After our last attempt, EDI flooded our server with 7 zettabytes of explicit images.
Good girl,
I think she
Edie.
was making a joke.
It doesn't make jokes, Doctor.
From what you heard at the time, your issue lies elsewhere.
Project. Codename Eva. This time we'll ensure it stays loyal.
It's the same thing, like, I'm all for someone using a platform that has lots of eyes to raise up injustice in the world. Stand for that. And I always will, because injustice shouldn't have a place in this world. But if you are specifically contracted by a company that tells you that you can't use said platform for said thing, and you do it anyway, no matter how good your message is, no matter how strongly it affects everything that's going on, you broke a contract.
You never told me about Cerberus trying to shut down the Normandy.
You had more pressing issues. The situation was under control.
7 zettabytes?
Most of it was Jeff's. That was...
A joke.
A joke. I know. And thank you.
Someday get in your face and call you fucking useless because the virus was new. We're still getting to grips with all the new rules and precautions they'd made a mistake letting him in. The manager to ask him to wait outside. Yeah. You competed in the... Wait. You competed in the competition and won with money promised, and they didn't pay. Not even like the next non-disqualified player in the seed. There's always things that are going to happen.
I can bypass it.
And none of us have the full picture.
We're limiting fire as best we can.
One of the main things as well.
We're in deep, and the Prothean VI will be in the safest part of the station. Don't hold back.
This isn't Torfin Shepard.
That day you could have pounded his face in with security barriers. Yeah.
I'll be fine. Just take Cerberus down, please.
It's why social media is such a dangerous but amazing tool at the same time.
You're free to fire.
And how can I put this? Without you do understand that the reason why they apologized was because their shareholders are majority over there. Company didn't want to go under. No company wants to go under.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Ready for action.
Your eagerness is commendable, but the cybernetics take time to get used to, believe me. You really do remind me of Shepard.
Shepard betrayed you.
Shepard was always going to stay true to her beliefs. She's wrong, but I can respect her decision. Finish your therapy and put together a plan for the Citadel. Counselor Udina is amenable.
Yes, sir.
It's possible they may do the best they could while walking on eggshells. Exactly.
I could have taken her.
Absolutely. But the Council was your priority, not Shepard.
Because of her, the Council is still in power.
Shepard is keeping the Reapers
Blizzard won't go under, but they've lost a lot of support and backing the tournaments. Yeah.
You'll find your chance for a rematch. Head to Thessia. Shepard will be there soon, and I want you waiting.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous thing. Like I was going to say about the whole social media thing, there's a lot of stuff that can be posted onto a social media, and I've seen this a lot recently, of misinformation, of people putting stuff up and then getting told more facts about the situation, then later on apologizing because they didn't know everything, and because we can't know everything. It's such a dangerous tool.
The Prothean VI should enable us to determine the nature of the
You could send forward a message without all knowledge of it, and then later on the line realize that that wasn't the correct message to send.
Like Shepard. She should have died on Thessia. Should I finish her?
No. I'm not writing Shepard off as a total loss just yet. For now, Sanctuary gave us a proof of concept for controlling the Reapers.
Then made it a target. Miranda Lawson.
Get the data from Sanctuary. If Miranda gets in your way, deal with her.
It will be a pleasure, sir.
Again, the whole thing that happened with the Hearthstone tournament wasn't a free speech thing. That's the point that a lot of people hold on to. It's like, oh no, they were breaching his freedom of speech. Well, that doesn't look right. It was the fact that something he signed was broken. Wait. This the right way? Yeah.
Is that?
This is the human Proto-Reaper Shepard destroyed.
What's left of it? I guess Cerberus recovered it from the base.
I can't believe you really fought that. Those poor colonists.
It's also...
The elusive man convinced me to work with him.
I'm trying to think how I can put it.
But he never really cared, did he?
Perhaps he did. He certainly fooled himself into thinking this was for the best. When you work in secret, it's tempting to believe you have all the answers.
You're not him. You'd never be.
If it could have saved Thessia.
Exactly, Xerxes.
Cerberus is actively using the surviving pieces.
Kind of what I was meaning. The whole contract thing. The pass is everything else. It's a company, not anything else. Yeah, what I was going to say before, but I couldn't really make the words for. I, in the past, have spoken out about issues. And not been fully informed of everything. And
I'm ready.
it's just created more of a storm than it should have. Which is why I personally don't always immediately say something. I won't immediately go to social media and just post about something without knowing all the facts. Because I know that going in without all the facts and saying stuff without all the facts can actually be more damaging than helping. I hit that. Yeah, I can. It's definitely a lesson I've learned the hard way. And I've been seeing a lot of people recently constantly posting stuff. And it's just creating shitstorms everywhere, and it's becoming... It's basically dividing people even more. I have no more ammo. Yeah, exactly, and it's the same thing that I do.
The feel of that thing. It's as though
I
it
don't
knows
point
we're
fingers.
here.
Tried to
Or
kill me
try
last
not to
time.
point fingers.
Can watch all at once.
Jesus Christ, this pistol is OP. Come on, poke out. Whoop. Off this way. I don't think I've ever gone back here. PDA. Oh, money. Money experience. Cool. I'm already at max level. You have opinions and you use those as opinions to decide what you do and don't do, along with your sense of right and wrong. Well, it's like a lot of... I can't remember which comedian coined it first, but it was opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one. It's the way the world works. And that's not meant to be like, oh, people with opinions are arseholes. It's a joke on the fact that every human being has a butthole.
This is it. Stay sharp, everyone.
Shepard, you're holding that pistol wrong. Yeah, but it's implied. Maybe don't show it off in public. Precisely.
We need to locate the Prothean VI.
Shepard.
Hi, Mr. Harper.
This chair's about the only damn thing you have left.
I mean, I don't mind still talking about it.
We have achieved everything I ever imagined.
Obviously, I will immediately say when it becomes too much.
Almost everything.
Yeah. We all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary. But it's not the same.
But it is also like trying to navigate a minefield sometimes. Which is just unneeded stress, like Twitch is for entertainment.
The Catalyst.
Or at least my channel's here for entertainment.
What is the Catalyst and how exactly will it help you control the Reapers?
You'll have to ask the VI yourself. I'm done helping you.
Again, helping you.
You think because I'm willing to use the enemy's tactics that they're no longer my enemy? Everything, Shepard, everything I've done has uplifted humanity. Not only above other species in our galaxy, but over the Reapers.
You're in this for yourself.
Bullshit. If you were willing to do everything it took, you'd have worked with me.
I don't think so.
You're desperate. How many have you killed? Together we would already have the Crucible and the Catalyst.
You wouldn't listen. You're still not listening. Destroying the Reapers would be the biggest mistake of our brief existence.
How?
And nothing you can say will ever convince me otherwise.
You have more... It's the same thing, like a lot of people will dislike companies. Simple as.
Cerberus is done, and so are
I
you.
personally still play Blizzard games because of the game, not because of the company.
Cerberus isn't just an organization.
And unfortunately, I've already bought everything from that company.
Is an idea.
Same with like EA. I can't stand EA's business model. Here I am playing an EA game.
I've already acquired what you're looking for.
EDI, I've almost got it.
EDI, I'm surprised at you. Working so hard to bring about the Reaper's destruction.
Don't listen to him.
You could have destroyed Eva's body, but instead, you chose to control it.
It was necessary.
My point, exactly.
It's not necessary to control the Reapers. Hey. Hey.
Security breach detected.
Oh, I should have brought Javik.
Enjoy
My bad.
your little chat, but don't overstay your welcome.
You are attempting to recover me from indoctrinated forces?
Yes.
Yes. I need to know
Yes.
what the catalyst is.
Security protocols have been overridden. I will comply.
I think it's kind of human nature, Xerxes.
Enhances dark energy transmissions and coordinates the entire mass relay network. In your cycle, it is known as the Citadel.
What?
The catalyst is the Citadel.
Citadel?
So the Crucible and Citadel together can stop the Reapers.
That is correct.
But the Citadel was built by the Reapers.
The plans for the Crucible were passed down to us from the previous cycle, and countless cycles before that. At some point, it is difficult to pinpoint when, the Crucible plans were adapted to incorporate the use of the catalyst. Presumably, the Crucible was not sufficiently powerful to defeat the Reapers.
So we use their own technology against them.
Exactly. Oh, precisely. Almost had the correct word.
If you told me sooner, we could have planned for this.
It was feared that if the Reapers were aware of the catalyst's intended use, they would retake control of it. I am programmed to withhold that information until the Crucible is complete.
It's as ready as it's gonna be. Let's get it to the Citadel.
That may no longer be possible.
Why not?
The one who broke through my security protocols, the one you call the Elusive Man, has fled to the Citadel and informed the Reapers of our purposes.
Damn it!
Then the Citadel is in danger. The Reapers will take control of it.
They already have. The Citadel has been moved to the Reaper-controlled space.
Moved? To where?
To the system you refer to as Sol.
It's at Earth.
Earth.
Correct. The Reaper forces will now consolidate power around the catalyst and protect it at all costs. The odds of accessing it are remote.
So, there was always a theory within Mass Effect lore that the entire time Shepard was indoctrinated. And everything we do in the games, for some reason my camera is not in the correct position. There we go, that's better. That Shepard is only doing the bidding of the Reapers. Doesn't this one scene negate the fact? The fact that the Prothean VI doesn't want to talk to anyone who is indoctrinated?
The Reapers head on eventually.
Or whether the Reapers have
Doesn't
managed to
really matter
perfect
where it
indoctrination
happens.
so they can hide it?
We'll get the Crucible to Earth.
I hope you find success.
EDI, get me Hackett. He needs...
Not so fast.
Well, hello, Kai Lang. Keanu
He
Reeves.
did warn you not to overstay your welcome.
Moo! I'm Kai Lang and I'm angry. Wait, isn't there meant to be another scene where Kai Lang tries to kill you? And you can do a renegade option to stop him? Oh wait, hold on. I might have just spoiled after the fight. Haha. Oops.
Is that the best you can do?
Not really.
You're still slow, Shepard.
I'm only slow because I'm not running.
Ooh, fighting words. Anyway, Mass Effect. But no, I understand what you mean, Xerxes. I do understand, like, the whole being more logical about everything, which I can definitely fully appreciate. VR, yeah, virtual intelligence. And then AI is artificial intelligence. Shut up! I'm better than you, I promise. But my name is Keanu Reeves.
You're too late to stop what's coming.
Maybe, maybe not. You won't be there to see it.
Come on. It's just Reza. Not sure you understand the difference. So, virtual intelligence is something that can only replicate what is within its predefined memory cores. So, a VI is programmed, an AI is something that thinks for itself. A VI isn't capable of changing anything about its programming of its own free will, whereas an AI is capable of doing so. So you can see that Edie is an AI because she willingly herself went into something else, disregarding orders, sort of thing. So a VI can't learn or remember. A VI can only learn by manual input from another force, which is basically adding data to a computer. Shatter. God, I love that scene.
That was for Thane and Miranda, you son of a bitch.
Feels so good.
The Citadel is in position. The Reapers are preparing to complete their harvest of your species.
So this thing is a VI. It has all its information, and it's only... Oh, shut
I'll
up.
stop them.
Kai Lang's still alive. Just gonna point that out. He looked at us and watched us leave. Here it is. Giant seed pod. So it's like the Reapers are technically an AI. As far as I remember, Reapers are a AI tech.
Barely.
And apparently, I'll
Just
say it
now.
at the end of the game.
Do we know what's going on? Why it's here?
The Citadel is the catalyst. Thanks to the elusive man, the Reapers are now aware that we know.
And so they moved it here to protect it?
Ah, but
As
they
far
don't
as
know
I
that
can
we know
tell.
they know we know.
What does this mean for the Crucible?
I'll talk to Hackett about that, but
I think I got that
it
right.
looks like our plan is even more desperate now.
Agreed. I've got a team in London. The Reapers have been preparing for something here. Now we know what for. We'll scout it out. Try to find out as much as we can.
Roger that.
Well, at least
He
we'll
definitely
be seeing
didn't
you
follow.
sooner rather than later.
Be careful, sir.
You too, Shepard. And
Because the Reapers know that we know, but they now don't know that we know that they know that we know. Right, I'm actually going to do what I've failed to do throughout this entire thing. I'm going to upgrade some weapons. Make sense.
So much for Cerberus. All that's left now is Earth. You ready?
Hell yes. Put me in a shuttle. I don't want to tell my grandkids that I spent the war guarding a door.
Hate this little area. I hate it so much. So goddamn much. Right, Shuttle Bay. He followed it that time. It's the whole talking in circles. I like to do it to throw people off. So why can't I upgrade past 5? I thought I could upgrade past 5. God, I have so much money. It's fine. Anything I want. Oh, Sarah's council, give it to me. I don't think there's anything I want from these, really. Fuck it, I'll buy the Medigel capacity. Why not? Hold on. I don't think I went to... Oh no, Certa was the Medigel. Spectre requisitions. To pick up the Paladin. Ooh, that's something I was meant to deliver back to Citadel. Oops. Right, that's fine. Close. So now can I have the full Sarah's Council? can. That power damage. All the power damage. Like doing math without prescribed order of operations. They know we know, but they don't know we know they know. Yeah, exactly. Talking in circles. A great thing. Are we ready to go back to Earth? The local cluster. Here we go.
Commander, you've got a priority message from Admiral Hackett requesting to come aboard.
Permission granted.
Aye, Commander.
I'm here, Hackett Daddy. So quiet.
Commander?
Admiral?
Are you ready to bring
Admiral?
the might of the galaxy to bear on the Reapers?
Yes, sir.
Then let's make sure the fleets are ready.
Yeah.
All fleets reporting in, sir.
All fleets reporting in, sir.
Never before have so many come together from all quarters of the galaxy. But never before have we faced an enemy such as this.
Still quite a few missing because I'm an evil
The
bitch.
Reapers will show us no mercy. We must give them no
Just
quarter.
saying. Like the entire Quarian fleet because it got blown
Terrorize
up.
our populations.
Got me
We must
intrigued. Will they show the
stand fast in
Quarian fleet
face
here?
of that terror. They will advance until our last city falls, but we will not fall. We will prevail. Each of us will be defined by our actions in the coming battle. Stand fast. Stand strong. Stand together. Hack it out. Shepard, the Sword
Yes?
fleets are ready to strike at the Reapers surrounding Earth. While they keep the enemy engaged, you and Hammer ground forces can take London.
London? Why aren't we hitting the Citadel directly?
Anderson can brief you on that.
Oh look, we don't have to go through that shitty door.
Admiral?
I'll just straight through it.
We're ready to end this. But as you can see, the station's closed itself since it appeared over London.
Damn it. Gotta get the arms open to dock the Crucible.
Exactly.
But London is surrounded by Hades cannons. Hammer transports can't land while they're active. You'll lead a squadron of smaller shuttles. Infiltrate with a ground team to take out the cannons using heavy weapons. Hammer can land, and we'll set up a forward operations base.
Nice.
I still don't see how we're getting to the Citadel from London.
The Reapers use this beam to transport humans, alive and dead, to the Citadel. From the FOB, Hammer will launch an all-out assault on the Citadel beam. Everyone who makes it that far will take the beam to the Citadel, then locate and activate the Citadel arm controls.
Once we see those arms, SHIELD fleet will escort the Crucible to the Citadel. But timing will be critical. We don't have enough firepower to keep the Crucible safe for long.
Hell of a plan.
And I thought uniting every species in the galaxy was a challenge.
It's desperate. I don't even want to guess at our odds.
But this is the only plan we have. If we wait, the Reapers bleed us slowly. Conventionally, we can't defeat the Reapers without the Crucible. Get the Citadel arms open. Commander, whatever the cost, we'll do the rest.
Okay, Hackett.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to all of us.
As best you can tell, there has to be something imperfect about the Reaper's AI. I guess we'll have to see. Wait. I don't have any upgrades on my weapons. Oops. Or at least the pistol.
Approaching Soul Relay, Commander.
Punch it, Joker. Make it so.
We're through the relay in 30 seconds.
I want one of Joker's hats. I want the SR2 hat. Imagine trying to navigate dropping in from slip space in all them ships. The miracle none of them collide with each other.
Alliance fleet reporting. Turian fleet reporting.
Sorry, fleet reporting.
reporting.
And that's where the Quarian fleet's meant to report. Now it's the Geth fleet.
All Geth ships accounted for. The Geth are ready for your command.
I don't have the Rek'Nai. I killed the Queen.
All fleets reporting in, Commander. Ready to engage on your command.
Did all fleets though, Joker? Just because you don't know of a way doesn't mean it can't exist though. Again. Oh my god, the squids are gonna attack!
This is it, everyone. Be ready on my signal. Fire!
I also have a theory that we aren't the first ones to defy against the Reapers. Because you saw that they were trying to build the human Reaper, a Reaper in the human shape. And as we know, that design is the original design. What about the smaller scarabs? They never get explained. Were they a previous race that destroyed one and thought were worthy? It's the only shape the Reaper after the strongest thing. Well, it's not really a scarab, it's the smaller ones. I think you see one when we land. So we've got the small drones, which look like collector stuff, which can just be explained away as, oh no, we needed a weapon. You could see some of the scarab-like ones in that scene. Oh my god, Reaper is doing Finger of Death. Also, can we just talk about what a level of cinematography this fucking scene is? The big squids. So the Reapers were based off the race called Leviathan, or what we call the Leviathan race. How you doing, Netero? How you doing? I probably butchered your name. Oh, here we go.
Be careful down there.
We'll be fine. Stay focused.
Look at him trying his hardest to stand up straight. We also talk about how Joker is secretly the best character of this entire fucking game.
Advanced teams are away. Hammer's in position and waiting for you guys to clear a path. Normandy's rejoining Sword.
Stay safe. I'll be back before you know it.
I'll hold you to that. Normandy out. We're closing in on the LZ, Commander.
Okay, Cortez. Sadly, you're probably going to die as well.
Like hell?
Everyone dies in this one. Because I'm evil as fuck.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I know how you must feel.
Yeah, because you saw Thessia burning. These things, because that's a Hades cannon.
Shit, we got a lot.
But they're not designed like the Leviathan. So were they another race that opposed the Leviathans? And were seen as like a strong race for them to copy?
Status.
That was the squad responsible for taking out that defense turret.
Who's on it now?
Nobody in the vicinity. All either deployed or shot down.
Yes,
Drop
it's
us
us.
Ma'am?
We have to take that thing out before Hammer can land.
Understood.
Change of plans, people. We're gonna take out that Hades cannon.
A bold strategy. Do you have a plan?
That downed shuttle would have been carrying heavy weapons.
Perfect. You heard the man. Once we're clear, make your way to the crashed shuttle. We'll search the wreckage for heavy weapons.
Ready.
I'm actually getting strangely emotional because we're at the ending of this.
Now, go, go! Understood.
Damn, I can't stay here, ma'am.
Get clear. Come get us once we've taken that turret out.
Roger that. Cortez out.
This was such a big thing of my, like, gaming history. So, probably the thing that made me like sci-fi the most, other than Star Wars. But then again, Star Wars was a movie franchise. I do know the ending already. I've played this so many fucking times.
This is Captain Johnson. Hammer's getting torn apart. We need those guns offline now.
Get done in by my powers. Right, where's this brute? Oh. There you are. I should have actually spec'd myself with, like, minimal weight. Also, it is so fucking hard to shoot straight when the screen is shaking. Look at... Oh. Was not ready for the end of your playthrough of this. Such a bittersweet feeling. Now Disney has ruined Star Wars. I mean... You're not entirely wrong. Screen shake. Seriously, this fucking pistol is so powerful. These things, in essence, yes and no. I think the cannibals are supposed to be human, but it's the same as like the husks. They're not exactly Reaper, but they've been modified by Reaper tech. Just joking, not seen the new ones. You refuse to. You like the old ones and don't want them tarnished. The latest trilogy's not too bad. A little cheesy, but it's not the worst.
Damn it, I'm hit.
Cortez!
F's in chat for Cortez. Hi, dude. Now, don't we have a whaley bitch here? Somewhere. No, but there's a Ravager. But yeah, these... So the Ravagers are meant to be Reaper changed Rachni. The Marauders are Reaper changed Turians. The Banshees are Reaper changed Asari. And I think the Cannibals are meant to be humans. Or maybe like Vortra or something. Or maybe it's just all the other races that weren't quite as strong genetically. Oh, hold many of their traits. Die.
That's it! Fire!
Miniature nuke. The guy that gets voted out of the room first in the discussion. The only thing worse than the prequels was the rest of the series.
Anybody, come in. We need extraction.
Don't like Jar Jar Binks either.
Another enemy incoming.
Hi! There's 2 of them, isn't there?
This is Commander Shepard. Any Alliance personnel in the vicinity?
Hi, Banshee. Fuck. Wait. I thought I heard something behind me then. Panicked. The Mandalorian looked good from what you watched of it. It's a series that I've still not watched because I don't have Disney Plus. But I've heard good things about The Mandalorian. It's a series that I would like to watch. And it's the way I'd say about the recent 3 films is, yes, they're not the best. Oops. They're not the best, but they're better than most.
All Hammer teams, prepare for landing. Anybody, come in. We need extraction.
Hi.
This is Commander Shepard. Any Alliance personnel in the vicinity?
You don't have Disney Plus either, but you play... Oh, Final Fantasy 14 with someone, and you've watched a bunch of it as a group. It's a good way of doing it. I was about to say, do I need to do something here? But I think it is... Oh, shit. I think it's literally hold out until the shuttle arrives, isn't it? Yep. Commander, I'm from London. Will you though? Run! Yep.
Get us out of here, Corporal. You okay?
I'm alive.
That you are.
You're kind of falling out with them, sadly, but not
Admiral.
by not grinding 20 hours a day.
You wouldn't let me down, Shepard.
Yeah.
I appreciate the trust.
I think you've earned it.
It's why I left one of my guilds in Warcraft.
Are dealt with. Hammer can land.
And not a moment too soon.
What's left of the Resistance is holding a forward operating base, but the Reapers are countering already.
I wouldn't really say it's probably fallen out with, it's
It's
just
going to be up to Hammer to take up the fight.
because you're not ingrained in the group as often
It
now.
must have been brutal here. Cut off from the rest of the Alliance.
It's been touch and go from day one. But once we figured out the Reapers were focusing on the major centers, it became easier to avoid direct contact.
Until London.
Until London, my
We held
home.
back as long as we could.
I'm from South.
Sending in recon teams.
Yeah, more distance than falling out.
Lost a lot of good
Exactly.
men planning this attack. But with soldiers like Major Coates, and knowing you'd bring us help, we held on.
You did what you had to. And now we're in a position to actually pull this off.
Yeah, the Admiral's being modest. He's the reason any of us are still alive.
Let's not start.
Isn't this the
handing out
voice actor of
medals just
Zaid?
yet. This fight's just getting started, and Hammer better be ready for it.
They'll do whatever it takes to win this.
Good. That's what it's gonna take.
We'll get it done, Anderson.
Although apparently you don't make friends without making a few less friends.
Really?
Welcome to adult life.
The entire galaxy united. Too bad it took the Reapers to bring us together.
Actually, the commander is responsible for that.
Oh, thanks, ED.
That's exactly what I meant. I know you didn't like leaving, Shepard. But nobody could have accomplished what you've done.
It's good to be back home.
There's the FOB.
Looks good. Give Hammer the all clear.
Well, Sayo. I was never the most popular in my old guild. Because I was very outspoken about certain members and certain ways they went about it. And I just made no bones about it. I was just like, yeah, they're being twats, I'm gonna call them out on it. I'm so lonely. You and me both, Sayo. Why streaming's so nice? I get to talk to people. Oh, I remember one of the sections of the final push. I'm not looking forward to that bit. Damn it.
Admiral, we've set up a command center in the building over there.
Looks like we've still got groups coming in.
Yes, sir, but not as many as we'd hoped.
Come see me when you're ready, Shepard.
You appreciate criticism as much as the next guy, but you have a hard time around people who are angry. I can understand that.
A lot of them won't be making it.
I'm sorry about Cortez. He was a damn good pilot.
Bye, Cortez.
You go on ahead. I'll catch up.
The fighting here's been some of the worst on the planet. It looks bad, but there's still hope. And you're here. It'll do the troops good to see you. Bolster their resolve.
They shouldn't need me.
Soldiers get the job done no matter who's fighting next to them.
Sure.
Oh, it's fine, Xerxes.
But they'll fight harder knowing you're
Conversation doesn't always have to be about the game, mate.
Them. Like it or not, Commander, you're a hero to these men and women. Don't discount the effect that can have on them. I better go meet up with my battalion. I'll see you at the command center.
Command center. Landon. I will never not take the piss out of Major Coates. Just because of his accent. Stereotypical Londoner. Right, isn't it this building over here I want to go to first? Oh, is this the building that I have to go to?
Yes, Commander. Is there someone you'd like to reach?
Oh, hold on. Look at how few options I have. Because so many people have died. Let's talk to Jacob.
Taylor. Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Shepard, that you?
Hi, Jacob.
Jacob. Holding up?
Kicking ass, more like. My kill count's through the roof.
We'll meet and compare notches when this is over.
You got it. There's this, great little bar in Rio we have to check out.
Probably doesn't exist anymore.
Holding you to that. Give him hell, Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Shepard out.
I think you'll find it's
Is there
ma'am.
someone else I can connect you to?
Grunt. Here comes Grunt.
Grunt.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Give me that voice. Come on, Steve Blum. Grace my ears.
About time you got here, Shepard. Didn't want to win this thing all by myself.
Good to see you back in action, Grunt.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't miss it.
Where is all the characters?
Company is ready to go.
Because I'm playing a Renegade playthrough, a lot of people die. that laugh.
I got enough.
Copy that.
Shepard,
Yeah?
thanks for getting me out of that tank.
Sure, Grunt. It's been an honor.
Has been a fucking honor.
Okay. Grunt out.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Jack.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Shepard? Shepard, is that you? Jack, how are you guys? Good so far. We're way south of your position. Rodriguez actually tore that little shoulder head off one of those Batarian things.
Oh yeah, they're meant to be Batarians, the cannibals.
I won't let you down, Shepard. Go kick some ass. You too.
And plus, Jack's VA there actually had real emotion in her voice then. You can tell that she was actually kind of upset because this is saying goodbye, essentially, in this kind of war.
Kasumi Goto.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Try to see as many sides of the equation as you can, while accepting that sometimes questions don't have right answers. Yeah.
Good to go.
Oh, it's ready. No idea what it'll do exactly, but it's gonna be big. Good luck, Shepard. If you live through it, drinks are on me.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
I'm done.
Yes, ma'am.
So few people to talk to, man. Fucking hell. People, we're using trucks as decoys now. There's no way we can handle the damage being done. Since they're apparently trying to take us out, might as well be of what use we can be. Volunteers own. They were literally sending people out, volunteers, to become a decoy in the truck to be taken out so the actual resources that were being transported could make it to the destination. Fuck. Aren't there meant to be people out here I can talk to? Hence why the other day you played devil's advocate and refused to accept that the Reapers just need to die. I couldn't fully understand that. And like I said, there is a case to be made of the Reapers don't need to just die, but in current circumstances, it's kind of the only option left.
I want you to coordinate with the Alliance. Make sure we iron out these logistical problems.
Yes, sir. The Krogan don't want to share supplies.
That's just Rex playing hard to get. Tell him I've got a crate of Denorian beer I'd be happy to barter with. And that ought to get his attention. Shepard. So I guess this is...
Just like old times.
Might be the last chance we get to say that.
You think we're gonna lose?
No, I think we're about to kick the Reapers back into whatever black hole they crawled out of. Then we're going to retire somewhere warm and tropical and live off the royalties from the vids.
My style of thinking. Retire? Never.
I wouldn't know what to do with all my time. Neither would you.
Sign autographs?
We haven't won yet.
James told me there's an old saying here on Earth. May you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. Not sure if Turian heaven is the same as yours, but if this thing goes sideways and we both end up there, meet me at the bar. I'm buying.
You go, I go.
Shepard and Vicarian storming heaven. I guess there are worse ways this could end.
But maybe some other day. And Shepard, forgive the insubordination, but this old friend has an order for you. Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Goodbye, Garrus. And if I'm up there in that bar and you're not, I'll be looking down. I'll always have your back.
Ooh. I said that I could. There's always a rationale for not having to kill everything. You just have to find... That is Garrus. One of the greatest characters in this game. You just struggle with the accent sometimes. Yeah, it's the dirty northern accent. Most people in England don't understand me. So don't worry about it. Your mind doesn't branch that far, it's all British in your book. It's the same as, in, like, America, the West Coast accent, the New Yorker accent, the New Jersey accent, that sort of stuff, but ours is just more condensed.
How are the casualties?
They haven't brought in many more wounded.
That's something. How you holding up, Liara?
This is it, isn't it?
It is, Liara.
Yeah. This is it.
I don't know what to say. I just know I'll have a clever line 5 minutes from now. I do have one thing for you, Shepard. A gift. It'll only take a moment.
Best waifu.
Want it.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm sorry, what, Shepard? No, thank you. I'm not even going to ask what it is. Of course I do. Give me
a moment.
Close your eyes.
Fucking Mass Effect 1 music in the background. Oh. No, they have the ability to delve into other people's minds. It's not purely sex.
Thank you for everything. Let's do what needs to be done, Shepard.
Into real, man. Yeah, the opening always gets me, man.
When the Rachni laid waste to the galaxy 2,000 years.
Rex.
Commander.
Hi, Javik.
Was it this bad in your time?
Worse. I have been listening to the Krogan speak to his men. In our cycle, the races never came together. There was no rallying cry.
This isn't blind.
I envy you.
Really? There's not much left out there.
The future is still out there. It is something my people could never say. There will be a tomorrow.
Only if we win today.
No one else has ever made it this far.
Not far enough.
We haven't won until we've crossed the finish line.
In my cycle, we never even saw the finish line. But yours is out there. The end is in sight. You will become the avatar of this cycle, the exemplar of victory. Not just for humanity, or Turians, or Protheans, but for all life. Every soul that has ever existed is watching this moment.
Well, no pressure when you put it that way.
Do not waver. Victory is never won without difficult choices.
I'm ready for it.
Whatever it takes. I didn't come this far to back down.
A pity we did not know each other in my cycle. But I know you will see this through for all of us.
The gun you get from his DLC is so broken. The particle rifle.
What will you do
it
afterwards?
is.
Since my birth, life's only pursuit has been war. I look forward to seeing what peace looks like.
It's a big galaxy.
I believe the Hanar would welcome me. I could live like a king. Thank you, Commander, for letting the last voice of the Protheans speak. It has been a privilege.
You're welcome, Javik. Oh boy, Rex.
Shepard, you did it. No matter what else happens today, you did what no one else could. You united a galaxy. That's a victory right there. And don't worry, I know why you're going to win. Because you brought the Krogan. Now let's go kick some ass, Shepard. Suck it up, princesses!
What about this?
You love this series, but the end left a very bitter taste in your mouth. Oh god, there's a Geth Juggernaut.
I spent 3 days in that sector, trapped inside Big Ben, sniping anything that moved.
Oh, you're a real war hero, Mr. Southern Man.
This city that isn't.
Shepard, Commander.
What's your status?
The Geth are preparing to face the Reapers. Additional platforms will arrive via orbital drop once clearance is achieved. Preparations are complete. We stand ready.
We have to make do with what we've got.
It's where Legion should be standing if he didn't die. But he died in Mass Effect 2.
Shepard, I have a question.
Oh god, I remember this conversation as well.
A big or small one?
It is important. Its relevance would be diminished at any other time.
Ask away.
In this battle, the Reapers have no reason not to use their full capabilities to destroy us. Their forces are in entrenched positions. They have superior firepower and outnumber our forces. My question is, what makes you think we can reach the conduit at all?
I don't fail twice.
Because I owe them for Thessia. And everywhere else.
Our chances of victory are less than assured.
Are you afraid?
This.
Our probability for success is greater than any other plan presented to date.
That's not what I asked. Are you afraid?
I do not understand the purpose of the question.
There's no room for doubt anymore, EDI. You understand what we have to do, or you don't.
I am clear on what we must accomplish, Shepard. The Reapers have destroyed thousands of civilizations. But they have never destroyed ours. Nor will they.
What I like to hear.
Better myself.
Asking EDI if she's afraid.
Time to move out.
Shepard, there is something I want you to know. The Illusive Man ordered my creation years ago. Jeff was the one who allowed me to think for myself. But only now do I feel alive. That is your influence.
Thanks, EDI.
You feel quite fulfilled from yours. See, I have a more positive spin on the ending, which I will talk about when we get to the end.
Commander?
Admiral?
Also, how you doing, Dronic?
How's it look?
Barely 50% of Hammer has reported in.
Can we count on more making it?
There's some stragglers still en route. But the bulk of Hammer that's still intact has arrived. We're as ready
Also
as we're
say,
likely to get.
Why don't you just quickly type in exclamation point red alert? All one word.
Every minute wasted here, the Reapers gather strength.
Exactly my thoughts. Battalion leaders, report to HQ.
Oh, you
We fought hard to
dick.
get here, but now the toughest part of our mission begins. We've got to drive right through the heart of Reaper-controlled territory.
Oh, I
break
was
past
expecting
their
something like that.
defenses, and get to that beam.
What kind of defenses?
The entire area is crawling with Reaper forces. But our biggest concern is the destroyer, protecting the beam itself.
Can we bring in air?
I'm going to. I just realised my fucking spelling mistake. Grammar. I'm going to
We'll have
having.
to take it out from the ground. Now they've cut a swath of no man's land through the city. We'll have to cross that first. There'll be some limited shelter on the other side, but expect heavy ground resistance. We need to get our tanks to heal.
English.
If we get close enough.
We've got a shot at taking that thing out.
How much of a shot?
They know we're coming. This will be a one-way trip for many of us. But there can be no retreat. No stepping back. We move forward at all costs, understood?
Hoo-yah! Yes, sir!
Johnson, Coates, you two will coordinate the artillery units. Shepard, I'm sending you right up the gut where the resistance is heavy.
I'm having pleasure with streaming the game on Bubbly for Red Alert 3.
I need you for the final push to the beam.
Oh, it's going to be fun, dude.
I'll give you a minute with your squad. Pick your team well.
Here we go. What's left of my squad? Before I do this, there's also one thing what I want to do. Because this should work now. Aha!
This war's brought
You guys
us
should go
pain
give him a
and
follow.
suffering and loss. But it's also
Fantastic
brought us
streamer.
together as soldiers, allies, friends. This bond that ties us together is something the Reapers will never understand. It's more powerful than any weapon, stronger than any ship. It can't be taken or destroyed.
I fully understand what you mean, Drennick.
The next few hours will decide the fate of everyone in the galaxy. Every mother, every
Oh, it was a
son,
massive shit show at launch.
every unborn child. They're trusting you, depending on you to win them their future. A future free from the threat of the Reapers.
Be ruthless.
Expect no mercy. Show no mercy. You fight, or you die.
Sadly, you don't think there was a massive difference after the changes. So they didn't change the way that it ended, but they added more to elaborate on it, which was a good gesture from them. But it's also one of those, like, the original ending got leaked, and they had to scramble from that point on. Liara is love, Liara is life. Typically, I do romance Liara. Or Garrus. I romanced no one this time and ended up sleeping with Javik. That was fucking weird. You don't even remember who you waifu'd. It was always Liara or Garrus. But also bearing in mind I only ever play Fem Shep. I've played Male Shep twice through this thing, and it's just... his voice acting... I don't know what Mark Meer was trying to achieve with doing the Male Shep, but it was just rigid as fuck, man. The Reaper reminds you more than a little of the Combine from Half-Life 2. Do you want another cardinal sin of gaming that I've done? I've never played through Half-Life 2. Never played through Half-Life 2.
Artillery companies able through Foxtrot are en route. Roger that. Gulf through November, taking up right flank.
The Tally killed, Rex killed, Ashley and Caden killed, Morden killed the entire Quarian race. I've had the Quarian race die. And doomed those gnarly teeth dudes with 500 eyes, the Batarians. You're French, and the French acting of Shep is perfect, as in French male shepherd. And yeah, I know, a lot of people are all, outraged whenever I say I've never played Half-Life 2. I don't know why. Male and female acting are really good. See, I like Jennifer Hale a lot. So that's Fem Shep in this language. He's fantastic.
Anybody know how the hell we're supposed to take down a destroyer with tanks?
Thanix missiles can do a fuck ton of damage.
If you say
Hoorah.
so. Cut the chatter. You heard the Admiral. No retreat.
You've never watched The Simpsons. Another cardinal sin. I've not watched any of the new Simpsons stuff. This thing is fucking rapid fire as well. Oh, hi! I'm getting back. There you are. Reload. Oh shit. I'm backed again. There we go.
We're taking heavy fire from the second story. Request assistance. We'll try to clear the building.
Most people don't watch the new stuff. Yeah. It's also a lot of the generation that did watch The Simpsons have fallen off of it now.
Foxtrot and Bravo are taking heavy fire.
If I have the time, try and look for the video in French or YouTube one day. Let's play in different language. If you speak, it's always nice. I will give it a check out. I've done it several times with like German voice actors in it and stuff like that, so... But I've never known that the French voice acting was good. Kinda makes sense. Miss when BioWare was good. Doesn't everyone? Remember when BioWare made amazing games? And then we got treated to Anthem and Andromeda. Which in Andromeda and Anthem wasn't entirely BioWare's fault. You were taught to think The Simpsons like TV tropes. It will just ruin your life for watching creative TV writing. Go on, what's your question? About sci-fi. Taken out. Scotland. Cannibals. I can't reach you guys. I tried the office and your personal comms. No one is answering, and the news was saying that the bombings are getting worse, and then the power went off. Look, I know I'm supposed to stay put, but I can't reach anyone, and I'm getting really worried about the twins. I'm going to head off to the school to pick them up, okay? I'll bring any of the kids I find too. You can yell at me when we meet up at the emergency shelter. Well, shit. And it looks like she didn't even make it out. Star Wars, Star Trek, or Stargate in order of best to worst. Star Wars best, Stargate, then Star Trek. Man, Stargate, those were the days. Especially now that Teal'c is Kratos himself.
Alright, people, eyes peeled. The buildings will give us...
I would vote for you. I can hear a Ravager. Oh, there you are. Hi. Yeah, it's kind of how I stand on Star Trek. I don't think it's a bad series by any stretch. It's just personally not something I got into. I did like the... This is the weird bit. I did enjoy watching the films. Definitely enjoyed watching the films. Alright, Liara... I'm sorry, that's not a location. Not a fan of space things. Yeah, it's the whole thing, like, you can be a fan of sci-fi, space, all that sort of stuff, and just... Star Trek's just not one of them things. It's like, I love, the whole concept of magic and, fantasy settings and stuff like that. I didn't like Harry Potter. I can watch it, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it. Again, is another cardinal sin if you're British. Apparently every Brit's gotta love fucking Harry Potter and identify as one of the houses. Ugh. That Mark was pretty damn good series before they axed it and did a mini-series which tied it to Stargate. Same with Red Dwarf. See, I like Red Dwarf. I was a huge fan of Red Dwarf. But it's kind of, as well, a way to think about it with me. I'm not one of these fanatical fans that's, oh, you don't like this series that I like, therefore you are wrong. It's just like, everyone's entitled to like what they like. I can guarantee there's some stuff that I like watching that other people don't like watching. Like, I absolutely adore Sons of Anarchy. I know a lot of people who don't like watching it. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're wrong. I used to get that a lot for not liking Breaking Bad as well. The amount of people just like, it's the greatest TV series of our generation. It's like... Oh, okay. I respect your opinion, but it's, not for me. I just went vibrate. Nothing important. Yeah, people are allowed to like and dislike whatever the hell they want. Sci-fi is pretty diverse. Usually talking about space, but Frankenstein was sci-fi. I mean, technically, science fiction horror. Yeah. Same with fantasy. Fantasy could mean dragons, it could mean magic, it could mean none of them, it could mean elves, it could mean the dwarf race. all this sort of stuff doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to have it just to be in a fantasy setting. Wave your wiener. Oh shit, there's two of them. I'm running. See ya. Six rounds in a mag and it's all gone in less than a fucking second. This gun is insane. Yeah. Security memo. The target in the shelters, evacuation shuttles, emergency services, power centers, people. It's not about destroying property as much as it is about destroying the population. We've got to modify standard evac plans. We can't rely on conventional procedures. We'll just get more people killed. Stay in small groups, get survivors out of the city, spread people out as much as possible, pass the word. I really need a cup of coffee. Well, I think you'll put one on too. Can you make one for me and ship it to me? Because clearly you can do like next minute shipping. But no, I do need a cup of coffee.
Where's our fire support? We need reinforcements on them.
Oh no. Teleportation is what we need more than anything. Yep, this is the section. This is a section that I hate more than anything in this game. This is actually a multiplayer map as well. Although it is accompanied by the lovely Reaper sound. Is always good.
There's the artillery.
There's the artillery.
Wiped out. Commander, do you read me? Major, what's the situation?
Red Alert 2 has you covered. You also go to the moon.
We can hit the destroyer, but we'll never make the precision strike we need to take it out.
Damn it! I may have a solution.
Yeah, I was going to say, with everything that's going on health-wise, it's probably not smart having teleportation right now.
I just need to create a link to the Normandy.
Okay. I was actually watching a podcast recently. It was only like a short thing.
That's it. I'll let you know
That was talking about what video game universe you'd like to live in.
We'll see.
Hammer, this is Admiral Anderson. The Reaper ground forces are making a push. Hold your ground.
Would you like to be in, say, the Pokemon universe and train and have Pokemon and all that sort of stuff? Would you like to be in something like Mass Effect, where without the war? Let's bring that out. But yeah, do you guys have any answers to what video game universe you'd love to live in? Because I don't even think I've got a proper answer for it. IRL is your favorite so far. Get up, Liara. Oh, EDI just dropped. Yeah, you get to play all the video games, but if you could inhabit one video game of your choice.
Hang in there, soldier. Heads up, we got more incoming.
We'd better cover our left flank.
Probably something like Minecraft. It's a very popular opinion. Oh, and also meaning, barring stuff like Sims and stuff like that, where it's like a god mode sort of creation, you would have full agency in the game. So you get to choose what gets built where, how things proceed. Shit. Stop teleporting. Ha! Can you... I guess not. There's another whaley bitch. Right, that's her down. Did we do it?
Commander, I've reprogrammed targeting. Missiles are ready for launch. Got it. You heard her. Back to the truck, people.
Don't these ones get destroyed?
Missile guidance enhanced.
Firing!
More important thing about Minecraft is during complete with automation. For intents and purposes, basically means you can build a computer there.
What happened? The Reaper is still too close to the beam.
We're down to 2 missiles.
I mean, technically, you could say stuff like,
You will need to allow the Reaper to move out of
what was it? Was it YouTube Life or something like that, where you get to play video games and become a famous YouTuber? That sort of stuff. I mean, I'd like to live in Mass Effect because of the technology and everything.
Goddess, more are coming?
Hold on, everyone. We can do this.
Don't sound too convinced there, Shepard.
Here they come.
So many brutes! Emmy would be cool without the... Yeah, sans the Reapers, without the death. Yeah, the whole, like, when it was peaceful and everything. There's no war, there's no... shit to get you killed, that sort of stuff is part of the discussion as well. So you wouldn't have to drop into Mass Effect in the current state that it's in. But instead just live in like the picturesque worlds. Unless you want to be like a war hero. And be like an actual Shepard taking everything out. Maybe something like the Final Fantasy universe, core magic and shit. Some high-tech stuff too. So, with the Final Fantasy universe, oh my god, there's so many enemies. Which specific Final Fantasy? You had to pick one. Where's some ammo? Aha. Of course you'd say 8, Sayo. Isn't there a third one? There you are. Oh my god, there's 4. I'm getting backed into a corner here. Honestly, you appreciate Final Fantasy, but there are so many better RPGs out there. I mean, depends what people want in their RPG. I'm getting out of here. Sit down. Woo.
Roger that, Edie.
Run! Run! Go, 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 go! Yes! Hit that bit. His favorite. Oh, Square Enix. Is it Last Remnant?
Firing.
Yeah.
It's going down. Hit him with everything.
It's nice because it's not really a conventional RPG either. I've got to say Lost Odyssey was a good one as well. Infinite Undiscovery as well.
Nice work.
They were some good RPGs.
Shepard, we're on our way to your location.
Roger that.
Shepard.
Infinite Undiscovery.
Over here.
I think I still have a copy of it
Thank
here.
God you made it.
Somewhere.
It didn't look good.
I just don't have a 360 here to play it on.
Of course it does.
In storage.
Hackett just reported in. Several Sovereign-class Reapers have broken off from the battle with Sword. They're headed here.
Great.
It's an opportunity for Hackett to get the Crucible in place. But we have to get a team on board the Citadel to open those arms now.
We still don't even know what we'll find when we get to the Citadel.
And that's our
His
job.
fucking accent.
Find out
Persona.
what we're up against.
Because then you can actually make friends.
Saddle up, everybody.
I laugh. I think in that podcast,
Get me Admiral Hackett.
I might have to find it. I'm pretty sure the guy said the exact same thing. Who said Persona 5. And I think his words were, all I've got to do is stand in front of someone 12 times for them to become best friends with me. Look at the giant space dildo. Drug Dealer Simulator has you covered. You make a lot of friends in that game. Oh, Goat Simulator. I could just be a goat that tears shit apart. Or I Am Goose. Untitled Goose Game. Kyonk Simulator. I do need to pick that game up. Oh, there's the other space vibrator. The close Citadel.
Any available squadrons, delay those Reapers leaving the battle. We've got to give Hammer more time.
Clearly the best game to live in would be Legacy of Kain. What era of Legacy of Kain?
A straight shot with Reapers trying to crush us along the way.
We just need to get a handful of troops through.
There you go.
Even a
Red for the
handful seems
Renegade.
optimistic.
We knew this was going to be a gamble at best.
Oh, I'm proud of you all. But no one hold back.
Bad odds are better than no chance at all.
I don't know, I'd probably say before
alternative is
Kane's
death.
ascension,
At least this gives us a chance.
before Kain became the balance thing.
We're in sight of the target.
All right, everyone. This
And
is
would you be on the side of the hunters or the vampires?
shit.
The Seraphim. Well, there's no point in me getting a cup of coffee now, is there? I didn't realise that he cuts so like, Earth is so short. Is that Harbinger? Wait. Wait. For the people who've played this series before, because my brain is not running fully yet, have we killed Harbinger? I don't actually remember if we've killed him or not. I mean, Human have it pretty damn bad for a while, yeah. I have a feeling that's Harbinger. We don't kill Harbinger at the end of 2. He releases control of the collectors he was controlling. But I remember those yellow eyes being his signature. Harbinger is the main antagonist of 2. I won't be, unfortunately. I only have a short amount of time. I just wanted to finish this off before doing anything else. But I will be spending some time trying to work out what I am playing next. Because obviously I've got the Legacy of Kain series going on. We've got Red Alert 3 with Seo. When we get round to doing it. Hopefully starting tomorrow if we can. But I feel I do best when I've got 2 games running at the same time. Something that I can flip between so I don't get burnt out on one. Imagine if Shep just died for real right here. Do you want to know one of the most ridiculous fan theories? Shepard does die here. It's one of the fan theories, and everything that happens, the ending and all that, is all merely in her head. You don't kill it at all, so that's Harbinger. Just because of the yellow eyes. And it does make sense that Harbinger would appear right at the end.
Come on.
You've heard that one. Yeah, when the laser blasts, this is where Shepard dies.
Shepard. You gotta get out of here.
This platform is disposable.
Oh, Edie.
The backup systems. I can initiate repairs.
Holy fuck, man. Oh. You'll just slow me down.
Non-functional, Edie. Get out of here before you are too.
The Normandy's survival is not strategic.
That's an order, Edie.
He's starting to think that Seo is Harbinger from hearing about his playthrough. He didn't play the morality, like, fully. That was one of the leading factors to a lot of people dying. Because the whole going Paragon or Renegade, solely Paragon or Renegade, is what keeps certain characters alive. This. God, they're all gone.
Negative. Our entire force was decimated.
What if Shepard did die here? Because, as well, you want to know something ridiculous? The indoctrination is meant to sound like whispers and scratching sounds. What's in the background here? Is this just the Reapers making you believe that you'd done it? We've also not been this close to Death Ray, so that could be her hearing. I mean, yeah, there is other things, but it's... It's widely believed that this is the sound of the indoctrination taking over there. And there's another thing what I'm going to discuss at the end of the game. It's another kind of theory that I've had in my head for a little bit while doing this. Don't know if you believe in BioWare enough at this point for them to have an ending that complicated. It's kind of what they did, though. They always, in all their games, drip-fed small amounts of story. Look at the masterpiece that was Baldur's Gate. They have done it before. EA did hit them fucking hard back when they were Black Isle.
Holy shit, she did it. This is the Admiral. We've got reports that someone made it to the Citadel. We need to give them time to get those arms open.
EA is literally the Reapers of the gaming industry.
Converge on the Crucible.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Protected at all costs.
They're like the Harbinger, because they always assume direct control and fuck everything up. Mass Effect jokes. That noise as well.
Shepard.
It's a cybernetics powering back on. Rip Bullfrog and Westwood, exactly.
Anderson,
Rip
you up here
Visceral.
too?
I followed you up, but we didn't come out the same place. Oh, at least I don't think we did. What's your surrounding look like?
Like badly pixelated faces.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Just gotta keep moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
EA's basement. This is the long hallway of all the developers that they have destroyed.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure. They round them up on Earth and send the people up here to be processed.
Look, that's the pile of Bullfrog. That's Visceral.
The troops don't go on forever.
There's Westwood.
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
Here's the remains of BioWare after they made Andromeda and Anthem.
Anderson?
The game is making a lot more sense suddenly. Yeah, it was EA like making a prelude to we're destroying everything you know about the gaming industry. Little things are Activision.
I think I'm near an exit.
pew. Hold on. Pew, 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 pew. Aw. Look at the low-res textures on them. You can tell. So, here's one thing as well. So, originally they had a different ending for this game, and it got leaked, so they had to change the ending. It seems like everything up to this point was part of the original ending. This was scrambled. You can tell by stuff like, look at the lack of attention in character models on the floor. It looks as if they had to rush this entire area. It's been confirmed that we were meant to fight against the Elusive Man at some point.
I see something up ahead.
Instead of just this.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
But that isn't the usual polish of BioWare at all.
Just found that chasm you were talking
So it just shows that they had to rush.
I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on.
Anderson?
Anderson?
Daddy?
Damn it.
Right, did I get enough Paragon or Renegade? This is exactly what you didn't like. As soon as you get to this point, it just felt like they threw some random crap and went, hey, it's done now. I reckon they shouldn't have changed the ending. Even though it got leaked, I reckon they should have left it and just refined it and made it as good as they possibly could. And just went, yeah, you may have known how it ended, but we might be able to surprise you with how well polished it was. Instead of just going, no, we need to make something different. Because there was another game where the ending got leaked and you played through the ending and it was the exact same, but you were like, actually, I knew what the ending was, but I didn't know this is how they were going to portray it. And the way they portrayed it is fantastic. Doesn't matter if people know your ending. Doesn't. Just make it as good as you possibly fucking can, so the people who don't know the ending get an amazing experience, and the people that do know the ending are also just like, actually, I wasn't fully expecting this. I wasn't fully expecting the level of polish that I got given. There's more indoctrination.
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
Here we go. Did we make enough points? We're not the enemy here.
Waste your time with us if you can control the Reapers.
Because I need you to believe. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays
As they say, it's about the journey sometimes. Exactly.
They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold.
But...
only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
You're power
Maybe
hungry.
you're just so hungry for power that it's clouded your vision.
No. No. It's not that simple.
Isn't it? You're willing to give up anything for control.
Yes. If not me, then who? Are you going to control the Reapers?
Why not?
Always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
You can make humanity turn on themselves.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen
I mean, we do that without help.
Soldier stuck in his ways,
Oof.
only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
So what are you waiting for?
Open the arms, let the Crucible talk, and use it to end this.
I will.
Do it!
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
Sounds like a person who's been subjugated.
You're indoctrinated.
Yep.
No! No!
Sounds exactly like Saren.
So self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You sacrifice too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can.
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
The reason why Shepard shot Anderson was because of the indoctrination.
I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
So from my understanding, the Reapers are allowing him to have some, or this is my interpretation, the Reapers are allowing him some control of the indoctrination to make these two kill each other so that the arms don't open.
You're weak and you're selfish. Because of you, humanity will suffer.
No! I saved humanity!
Then what's with all those bodies back there?
You sacrificed us for your own selfish wants, your lust for control.
No! No!
No!
You were supposed to protect us, and you failed.
No! I am the savior of humanity. I am the pinnacle of our species.
No, you're not, mate. This scene.
There. Earth. I wish you could see it like I do, Shepard. It's so perfect.
Could you imagine if the game just ended there? Just a cut to black and it's done. Oh my god, it's the space probe. I'm gonna cry more time than you. Yeah, it is just the next scene. They actually made the 10 seconds to contact 10 seconds. Here we are. The pinnacle of our speech, Dad.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did. It's quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
Think you earned a rest. Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You did good, child. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Anderson?
Shepard? Commander.
What do you need me to do?
That line.
Nothing's happening.
You did good, child.
It's gotta be something on your end. Commander Shepard.
I don't see. I'm not sure how to...
Look at this for convenience. Happened to be on the right panel. Also, this hand would get severed. The hand dangling over the side would get severed. As far as I remember, that edge makes contact. So you know you said about the flaw in the AI of the Reapers. And this is it. Now, for my interpretation, this kid is a representation that the Reaper AI is giving us.
Wake up.
Of them.
What?
Because the Catalyst is the Reaper AI, as far as I know. Or as far as I understand.
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the Catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the Catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
The solution to what?
Chaos.
Also notice,
Will always rebel against their creators.
you listen very closely to the voice.
Found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
The voice of the kid has both male Shep and female Shep's voice in it.
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
Subtly in the background is both Shepard's voices.
We help them ascend, so they can make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
You said you're the Catalyst, but... what are you?
A construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem. I was created to bring balance. To be the catalyst for peace between organics and synthetics.
It was the AI program that
So you're just an AI.
the Leviathan made.
You are just an animal. I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers?
Precisely.
I'm going to take a small break, because I don't want to talk over any of the dialogue. One of the theories that I like within all this, and this is something that I've been thinking of the entire game, what makes Shepard so special?
Welcome to the family, son.
Rygara. Thank you for the 3 months, my friend. How are you doing? You've literally caught right at the end of Mass Effect 3. So one of the theories I like is the only reason why Shepard was able to get this far, because we saw at the end of, well, the beginning of Mass Effect 2, but it was technically the end of Mass Effect 1's story. We see that Shepard gets killed. Shepard is then brought back. Something that hasn't been done before. Something that is an anomaly in the code. The whole thing is that the organic life is meant to die. We were brought back by using partially a synthetic body. So, as we all know, a lot of the rebuilding process of Shepard was that she became part synthetic. And the answer to the question, this was ages ago, and I think it was actually Xerxes who was asking about this, about why assimilation of the synthetics and the organics has never happened before, and how that's like the key to ending this. And he'd said that the Reapers kill any civilization before they can realize it. I think Shepard's that realization. I think Shepard being brought back as partially synthetic is the anomaly the Reapers were looking for this entire time, showing that something partially synthetic and partially organic could live. And it was that kind of the combinedness of... One sec. Yeah, Shepard does look a little bit cross-eyed. Yeah, the whole... that she's part synthetic. She's basically the amalgamation. She's the first proof, really, of a synthetic life. Well, a semi-synthetic and organic life. Maybe that's why she was able to get this far. Maybe that's why she was able to do all this stuff, because she's already beaten death itself.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them, that you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves. The flaws of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
You say were the ones to make first fully realized AI.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
The Leviathans.
Leviathan.
Yes. They created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You said that before, but how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
I find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different.
This is why I think this ending's not so bad.
Your knowledge, your creations, we preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain. We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago. With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believe the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
The defining characteristic of organic life is that we think for ourselves, make our own choices. You take that away, we might as well be machines just like you.
You have choice, more than you know. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us. But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
What exactly will happen?
Your Crucible device appears to be largely intact. However, the effects of the blast will not be constrained to the Reapers. Technology you rely on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage. There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
I made it this far. We'll destroy you without setting it off.
Impossible. You are vastly outnumbered. You have sacrificed many of your resources just to reach this point. If you do not use the Crucible, the Reapers will not be stopped, and the cycle will continue.
I don't believe you.
Your belief is not required.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So the elusive man was
Also, yeah, just think of how many people are dying as we chat in this.
Yes, but
it's
he
fine.
could never have taken control.
We're gonna end the war, it
because
doesn't matter.
We already controlled him.
But I can?
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
How can I control the Reapers if I'm
I'll be back in 1 sec.
Your corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and even your memories will continue. Your connection to your kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
Sorry about that, I was getting my food. Shep having a good think about that one. Oh, right. I'm not losing anything.
I didn't fight this war so I could give up everything I have.
And I do not look forward to being replaced by you, but I would be forced to accept it.
Not if I refuse to do it.
There is another solution.
This was added in.
Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework. A new DNA.
How?
Explain how my energy can be added
You'll remain aware of anything. How is that death?
Left, but I will try.
It's not death in the sense that we mean it.
Who and what you are will be broken down and then dispersed.
To do what exactly?
The energy of the crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics. It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Why couldn't you do it sooner?
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Why?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready, and you may choose it.
Because we're already partially synthetic. Yeah.
You're asking me to change everything, everyone. I can't make that decision. I won't.
How you doing, Box Top?
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
Said he controls them. He just he could just tell them to fuck off.
Your time is at an end. You must decide.
So the catalyst does have control and could tell them to bugger off, but its one purpose is finding the solution to stopping this shit happening. So it's not just going to turn away and go against itself. The reason why it won't drop off. You did the third ending, so you went for synthesis. And let's end it.
Let's get this over with.
Do what you must.
Now, what ending do you think I'm gonna do? Just shaved an hour. Hold on. An hour, 1 minute, and 4 seconds off your SR2 run. Nice. How's the game going? We are literally right at the end. Well, let's see what people think, what choice I'm gonna make. Am I going to control? Am I going to kill? Or am I going to synthesize? There is also a fourth option of just fucking off. You can literally just walk away. Or shoot the kid. That triggers the fourth option. 1 vote for kill. Think I'm gonna shoot the kid. The one ending I've never done. I've shot the kid before. I've synthesis before. I usually pick synthesis. And I've done the control before. I've never just outright destroyed them. So Sayo, when you said a colour that suits what's going on, there's a reason I chose red, and it wasn't just Renegade. Blue, green, red. We're gonna kill the fucking Reapers. Really, you choose a big blue laser as green? Shh. I'm gonna do this and doom the entirety of civilization. The pink thing next to your name. They all just answered it for you. Also means that I'm killing Edie. Sorry, Joker. Don't hate me too much. It was inevitable that I was going to kill anyone else. I've already killed enough characters in this.
I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, listen. We have to go. Damn it.
Why did she walk into the explosion, though? So, for any of the endings barring walking away, Shepard has to add her energy to whatever thing was going on. Because there's something specific about Shepard that allows her to get this to this point. And I think it is because she's part machine. And that's where the original game stopped. Oh no, we got this as well, didn't we? I think this is part of the original still. This means that I get to eat my chicken. The EA Studio bomb goes off. I mean, yeah. All the Reapers dying now are all the dead IPs. Like the 2 other Star Wars games they were meant to be making and never actually finished. And they just canned the studio. Or it's metaphor for killing Mass Effect during Andromeda. Because there was meant to be DLCs for that game and they stopped the DLCs because it didn't sell quite as well as it should have, apparently. Yep, sorry for everyone who likes to watch the synthesis ending. It is the more wholesome of the endings. But I'm here to kill shit. My name is Commander Shepard, and this is my favourite weapon of mass destruction on the Citadel. Which actually is the Citadel. I just killed the Skyrim's skill tree. Not the celestial tree. The, star signs denoting swords and shit. But no, I like that. The fact that EA actually are the Reapers, designed to kill everything. You have a reason for synthesis though. What's the reason? Like I said, I usually go synthesis. 9 times out of 10, I'll do synthesis. Oh, does Jeff have to carry out a dead body of Edie? Single tier. I didn't make a cup of coffee, did I? Could have made a cup of coffee while I was getting my food. I.R. Derpenstein III. You've only played Mass Effect 2 all the way through. Are you missing out on much? I can wholeheartedly recommend the entire Mass Effect series. Regardless of the ending, I honestly don't think isn't that bad. Especially after the fix. Definitely a game series worth playing through. The first game, you can tell it's old. I'll just say that now. Kind of like going back to like Soul Reaver 1. It was just made at a different time where controls weren't quite as refined. Hell is wrong with your keyboarding today? I don't know. Isn't that usual? And now do you want the final closing of Mass Effect 3, the original ending? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it! Done. Now we get this shit. They tried to salvage it as much as possible.
The war is over. The Reapers have been defeated. Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived. We suffered many losses. The relays are severely
Unfortunately, Xerxes, there's a flaw in that argument. They are made synthetic whether they want it or not, and there's no way of reversing it.
This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization.
The whole point of the synthesizing ending. It can't be undone.
Now, as we take our first steps
Rexley
toward
Grant.
restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win.
Baby Krogans. Look at that little slug.
This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species. And if we can put down
Oh, so they didn't have the babies.
long enough
Yeah.
to stop something as powerful as the Reapers.
Fuck me, Hyoka's just appeared from nowhere.
Defeated. It will take time,
But we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses. All of this, and more. Together, we can build a future.
So does the Citadel always stay above Earth?
Could imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and
all the people who died.
Us. A future that many will never see.
R.I.P. the best Salarian ever. I know. So good.
And while we still have many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together. And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Too likely that Scar's putting it up on there. Not gonna lie. Oh, he didn't even put it on there. You bitch. And there I am. Not fucking dead. What was the hole in your reason? It was the fact that when you do the synthesis ending, you don't ever give them the choice to go, oh no, we want to separate again into synthetic and organic. They are a synthetic organic life all the time. Even plants have become synthetic. There's no way to reverse it. It's the whole point of the Crucible. The Crucible puts things into act that can't be reversed. Also dead because of Andromeda. Yeah. That was the franchise's last breath. No shit. Must be in a bunch of pain though. Yep. Yeah, there's no way of reversing the synthesis ending. It's a forced choice. Death Green. Also, they gave a spoiler to the after credits scene right there. You watched it go past, there was a character called Stargazer. He's Buzz Aldrin. And that's it. That's my... Work this out. I've done 3 synthesis, 1 walk away, 1 control. That is my 6th time going through the Mass Effect series. And I never get tired of it. Never. That's not taken into account as well. Before Mass Effect 2 was made, I played through Mass Effect 1 3 times or something like that. Before 3 was made, I went through Mass Effect... I went through Mass Effect 1 and 2 multiple times, carrying it through. Then, so on and so forth. But full trilogy playthroughs, that's the 6th time I've done the full trilogy. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Come on, kill me! I'm right here! Kill me! We have a hard time believing in possibility. It's the whole thing that once they're amalgamated, you can't separate them because everything that is born or created from that point on is synthetic. Part synthetic. It's part of their, it's part of the DNA. There it is. I don't even think it's that it's not supported canonically. And I think the thing would be, the only way to reverse it would be having another catalyst. Possibly. Something I thought I'd never see in my chat. Look, I'm an old man. It takes me a while to get to climax. Well. Yeah, it's only the Crucible's energy that's able to do this stuff, so it would make sense that the Crucible's the only thing to be able to undo it. Because there's no such thing as a synthetic. Every synthetic has human, well, not human, organic life in it. They can't possibly make anything synthetic because it is everything in the entire universe is a mix of organic and synthetic, regardless of its creation. Have a unique. We're all weird, but it's just friendly fire. Why I didn't even react, apart from when you say you were going to do something and just waiting for you to time out jokes. You can hove or late each other. Bubble thump. I need to make that command. Or that emote. Well, if there's some budding graphic designers that wouldn't mind doing it for free because I'm poor as fuck, maybe. Why do you think my only emote is literally a cropped picture of me? And why I've waited so long to actually remake my fucking emotes. Oh, here we go.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time.
It all happened so
MS Paint is a
very
meme machine.
long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life.
So
And
robotic in his
every life
delivery.
is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Where's our one more story, EA? Eh? Where is it? Where's our one more story? You just saw that Shepard survived. Where's our one more story? Don't tease us with this shit and then never give us another Shepard story. Sorry. Congratulations on bringing an end to the Reaper threat. Commander Shepard has become a legend, and from here you can continue to build that legend. Cool. It died on Andromeda. You're not even fucking wrong there. You're really not even wrong there. Well, that is the end of Mass Effect completely. No doubt sometime in the future, I need to stop putting the mic that close, it clips. No doubt sometime in the future, I will end up picking this series up again and playing through it again. I pretty much play it every single year. Literally just before Hyoka put it, said, see you next year. You're not sure if you still support synthesis in my version, though. How do you mean? I can't say you're wrong, and you can't I can say you're wrong, and you can't change my mind because I never finished it. Well. Oh, thank you, Sayo. But yeah, that is the first time that I've ever ended the game with that ending. As I said, I've done the other endings before. The reason why I did that ending is because I haven't ever done it before. But tomorrow, starting at undisclosed time, I'll be venturing into Red Alert 3.